Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragons here, and I'm going to be playing some more LEGO Marvel Superheroes. So let's hop right in and continue the game. Now, last time, I got through that Statue of Liberty level. Oh my god, that took way longer than what I thought it would. That one level. Now moving on to level 12. Now let's see what I can do there. Now let's just hop right in and back into the game and just see what I can do. So yeah. Now, keep in mind, after this level, if I manage to beat it, then I should only have like 3 levels left, in the entire game. I don't even think there's any, like, DLC levels, any,
Get to that plane as soon as you can.
any DLC levels, any bonus levels. I don't think there is any, or at least none that I can access. So yeah, I'm not even gonna attempt to find any. But yeah, let's just see what I can do here, though, in this next level. Hopefully it's gonna be an entertaining one. So yeah. I don't know how high up this is. Alright, it can't be too much further. I'm not even going to attempt to go for that race segment, because I just want to finish up the main story. Don't even want to go for 100%. But yeah.
He doesn't look as tall in real life.
Alright, I'm going to pause the recording real quick to see what this level's going to be about. Okay, turns out this level's going to have something to do with Rhino, from what I can assume. So let's just try and get this level done already, so that way I can, at least only have 3 videos left to work on for this game.
Unfortunately, little intelligence
yeah.
exists concerning this mysterious island. For some reason, it doesn't appear on our maps, and we have very good maps. Lots of vegetation and some evidence of military structures, but that's about all.
Now I have some power to play with.
You know what? Sometime in the future, I want to try and do, like, some, anime reaction type content, like, alongside gaming videos. All I would have to do is just try and find the proper, equipment to do that with. So yeah. Let's just hope I can actually manage to do some anime reaction content. So that way I can actually see what I can do there. Because I just really want to, watch some anime, maybe on some live streams and stuff. I don't know if I would be able to have thought-provoking material to work with, talking points anyways, because, for one, I don't know what anime I would watch, and for two, I don't have the equipment, and also, even in my gameplay videos, I don't talk about much, if at all, So, yeah. Let's just go ahead and use Captain America's shield to break this glowy stuff, whatever it is, to try and get the thing out of here. Yeah, I'm clearly going to need his help, because that's going to be a wall I gotta break with his powers. Yeah, that's, what, 3 blue studs right off the bat. Yeah, I can tell that this is gonna be a bit of a shorter level, if anything. So yeah, let's just go ahead and just use Ben's powers to our advantage. So that way we can try and continue. Wait! You die by touching the water as thing? That is so stupid. I'm gonna have to use Captain America's shield, I think. Alright, let's just try and pick out these mutants. honestly kind of fitting if I use Captain America here. You know, kind of fitting considering his reputation with mutants by now. Like, it only makes sense that I use his powers against the mutants. Alright, I gotta just try and do whatever I can to get rid of this wall right here. I am so dumbfounded by how much I screwed up in that one moment. I am so dumbfounded by that. That I missed so heavily. Like, I don't even think it was, like, it would easily had to have been like 5 meters off from where it should have hit. You know, like, that was easily like 5 meters off. Alright, let's just go ahead and just try and do whatever I can. Yeah, it would make sense that the red and blue would be something with Captain America's powers, to some degree, considering that's 2 of his main, like, 3 colors. His, like, main 3 colors are, like, red, white, blue. So it only makes sense that he would have, like, also be able to use the red and blue detection pants, or whatever. You know, like, with Spider-Man or Wolverine or whatever. You know, like, it only makes sense at that point. Alright, let's just try and deal with all of this.
Some extra muscle power.
I'm gonna need some more hearts. That or do respawn. Either or. Alright, I'm gonna need Captain America to build this stuff. Whatever it is. Alright, Ben, move. So that way I can, you know, push this panel out of the way. And just see what I can do. I think it gets a bridge, judging by what's through the waterfalls. Yeah, I've already made some pretty decent progress on this level. Okay, let's just try and get rid of that turret real quick. Okay, let's just try and get rid of this beacon right here. Alright, let's just see what I can do. I think I'm gonna need some breakable stuff. That or Captain America's shield. Either or. I don't know how I'm gonna get through all of that. The electricity, you know, with just a shield. Wait, it seems like it moves on timing. So I might want to time this out properly to get through. Never mind. I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get through this electrical field. Wait, maybe I can use this stuff right here. I feel so stupid. You know, that I didn't jump far enough on what would what was clearly a double jump. Yeah, it was just my reaction speed, if anything. Being on the fritz. You know, after I recorded that Iron Man VR video, after I recorded that, my reaction speed is kind of on the fritz because I think I used up all my reaction speed on just that alone. So yeah, let's just try and take out some of these mutants here. Okay. I don't know why every single mutant, like mutant level where a mutant is actually playable. I don't know why, or at least where a mutant is like the center focus. I don't know why it always bugs out at least once or twice for me. You know, like, it always happens. I don't know why. Like, it just screws me over in the gameplay. And I have to retry the entire level again from the start. It's happened to me both times now with each level that mutant has been the main, or at least a central focus. You know, like with Jean Grey. Like, and I mean like a hero mutants, not like the villain mutants where, like, you know, like you have to fight them. Because even then, they're not, the enemy mutants aren't the central focus then. You know, because you have to take them out to continue with the level. They're not on screen for too particularly long.
Eggs?
But if, like, they're a central focus of the level, to the point where, you know, like, you can't continue the level without them, being on screen for an extended period of time, then it just screws over the entire video for me, if anything. You know, like it's happened to me twice throughout this entire series. Once with the mansion level, and then another time with, I think, last level, I think, or it might have been the level before that. I can't remember. But either way, let's just see what I can do here. There's something for the thing. Let's just see what this is all about. Let's just try and get Captain America up here. Alright, I know that there's something he can twirl around on, with his acrobatic abilities. So let's just do that. Now I'm gonna have to use his shield over here. Yeah, I thought I already had my shield out. That's why I got so confused there and just walked straight into the fire, if anything. Alright, let's get the thing up here and just see what I can do. Alright, let's just try and get through this level. Whatever's left of it. So that way I can actually, you know, finish everything up and just see what I can do. Alright, I don't know what everything... Like, I don't remember this level. I honestly do not. Because I haven't played this game in, God, I want to say about 4 years. 4 or 5 years. So yeah, it's been quite a bit since I last played the game, so I don't remember every little detail. Like, yeah, there's moments that are easily memorable for me, like the first level, because that's one of the most iconic LEGO levels for me. You know? So of course I'm gonna remember it. And then there's the Killer Croc level. That's another memorable level for me. You know, out of LEGO games. That's another one. Because I had so much struggle with it whenever I was younger, like I've already mentioned. You know, I believe last video.
Boy, I could use a superhero right now.
So yeah. Let's just try and see what I can do here. I don't know what else I need to do past this. Maybe it's something useful. I'm clearly gonna have to ride this thing. Yeah, there we go. Let's just try and stop all these mutants. Wow, I can tell that I'm already pretty close to the end of the level, judging by, you know, the fact that, you know, I almost got the true lever thing, which is usually a signifier of being pretty late into the level, or at least a decent progress in the way. Wow, I can tell that this segment was used just to draw out time. You know, that's something I can obviously tell. Heck, I think even a child could tell that this was meant to use to buy out time for the level, if anything. Okay, let's just get rid of these turrets. You know, since they're easily gonna be a big threat whenever a thing gets over here, and since, you know, Captain America's the only one that can really get rid of them. Okay, there we go. Let's just let the thing in. So that way I can continue the level. Alright, let's just go ahead and just get out of here. Man, this level was so weirdly easy. You know, like, I didn't expect it to be as easy as it was. I expected it to take at least a little bit of time. You know, more time than what it inevitably did, anyways. Alright, let's just get over here and just throw this thing at the wall. There we go. I'm gonna have to get Captain America to use this ladder right here and just see what I can do. Wow, I already got the true believer thing, and I'm not even done with the level yet. I don't even know if I'm halfway done. And I wasn't even trying or anything. I just collected studs randomly. I don't even think I had to break anything extra to get the true believer. That's how easy this was for this level. I didn't even have to try. Like, actively try like I did on some other levels. You know?
Ah, you've arrived just in time to see me and my island rise!
Why couldn't Magneto at least ask for a little bit of Latveria, since he knows Doctor Doom, I think? Or at least in this timeline he does. You know?
Just hang on.
So why couldn't he ask for at least a little bit of Latveria? Alright, let's just see what I can do. You know what? Why does this level feel like something that would be more akin to something like Jurassic Park? You know? Like, it feels like it would fit more in Jurassic Park. Crap, it's a mutant character. Like, I love the mutants. It's just that I don't want to see them in this game because they keep bugging everything out. And just cause me to restart. Like, they just force me to restart the entire level, if anything.
We must find
you know
a
what?
way to follow
I'm gonna
Magneto.
save and continue right here, just to, just in case if I have to restart this level, I can just get back here. And I noticed that was a big saver, for the mutant-based levels. So even if I don't have to restart, it should have saved it, regardless. Because it does seem that saving and continuing does help out with the level to some degree, with the mutant levels. Alright, I'm gonna need things, to get through this. Alright, let's just go ahead and build, and just see what I can do. Alright, I'm gonna need Storm, for this. But still, don't get me wrong, I love the mutant characters. I really do. It's just that, it just really hard to play through, considering every level that they've had a major focus in, like I've already mentioned. It just ruins everything. It just bugs out the game and just, causes everything to bug out, and causing me to restart the entire level from the entire beginning. That's the part that I really hate about the mutants in this game.
We need to find a way past those guns.
But I still really love the mutants, and I probably will be playing Wolverine on this channel if I ever get around to that. I'll probably still play it, but I don't know. That could change if I never get around to getting Wolverine, or if it's a live service game, because God forbid it's a live service game for obvious reasons, because those are always destined to fail, if anything, and always be some of the most boring slop pieces ever. Like, it's always been that way for live service games. They're either the biggest failures ever, some of the most boring games you will ever see, or both. That's always how live service games work.
I see you've enjoyed playing with my bets. Let's see if you enjoy playing with this one.
Bring it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fight Rhino here. Yeah, I knew that it had something to do with Rhino, considering the trophy and all. I think that the next level I have to fight Magneto, I think. And then the level after that, I think I have to fight Doctor Doom, and then Galactus, judging by the trophy list anyways. Yeah, I don't think that the Galactus part is much of a spoiler, considering Silver Surfer is a major part of this game. And even then, I think there's been some cutscenes where Galactus has been outright featured to some degree, so I don't really think it counts as a spoiler to bring up how Galactus is in this game. So yeah, let's just go ahead and try and get rid of all this, considering it's likely going to be for a build. Okay, now I can build. Honestly, I just can't wait to finish up this game, because I've been working on it for, the past couple weeks. And it's just taken me this long to get it all done. So yeah, I just want to get it all finished up with. Thankfully, this will probably be one of the last couple levels that I'll have to deal with the mutants, like, all together, considering I don't think that they're in the sequels. Same with the Fantastic Four. I don't think any of the Fantastic Four or mutants are in, any of these games. Alright, I'm gonna have to use Sting, I guess, for this. Let's just try and fight Rhino already. Alright, let's just see what I can do. I want to take out Rhino. There we go. Let's just try and knock him back and defeat him. Just see what I can do. Is he gone? Is Rhino defeated? I don't think he is. Considering no end cutscene just yet. So there's no chance he's defeated just yet. Alright, let's just see what I can do. Wait, okay, I think I can use Storm here, I think. So let's just see what I can do with all of this. So that way I can, at least get out of here. Alright, let's try and, I guess, have Magneto slam down that one thing, whatever he's got right there, and just build. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna utilize this to my advantage. Wait, I can use the thing, to throw this at Magneto, I guess. Wait, what happened there? I grabbed it. Did Magneto do something to it? I think that had to have done something. Yeah, you know what? Since Magneto's clearly gonna be for the next level, like his true defeat, I think it's gonna, just have him get away after this. So yeah. Let's just try and get through again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a smaller character just in case if I need to build anything. Because bigger characters like the Thing, you can't really build with them. So it would only be best, to, use a smaller character for any potential building segments, like what I'm clearly about to have to go through. Alright, I'm gonna need Thing again after this. Alright, let's just go ahead and throw this at Magneto. Alright, there we go. Now let's get rid of Magneto's next part. He only has one left after this. Wow, this fight was a lot easier than expected. Same with this level, especially since Storm's here. Yeah. I just thought this level would bug out, considering, mutant characters have always caused bugs for levels for me. They've always caused bugs in this playthrough for me, whenever they have a Major League Central focus. Alright, let's just try and do whatever I can here. Okay, I think that this next swing should... Never mind, it's this swing. There we go. I'm gonna need Thing again to throw this back at Magneto. Alright. Let's just do whatever I can. Alright. I gotta defeat Magneto and quit. There we go.
What's that metal-bending gun doing? Enhancing his powers or something?
Well then, let's depower him.
Mystique. Of course.
Of course it was Mystique right there. It only makes sense.
I see that a rise in elevation does not equate to a rise in one's IQ, Benjamin.
honestly, that was a bit of a fun level. Honestly, I'm just glad I didn't have to restart anything. That's the main thing I'm glad about. Like, I didn't even have to restart anything at all. That's the one thing I'm glad about. You know?
We have arrived.
Hardly palatial, but it will do. Let's see to the final assembly, and to my final revenge.
Your revenge? You mean my rule?
Yes, I misspoke.
Yeah, I'm in the end game now.
Hey. Whoa.
Yeah, I just made a pun.
Remind me not
What
to make
about
a
it?
submarine toss a part of my Starkland theme park, okay?
And yet you're keeping the Iron Man musical.
Magneto must pay.
Calm down, calm down. We don't want you hulking out on us.
I need to report back to the professor.
Hello? Nick Fury? Paging Nick Fury. Nicholas Fury.
Can I bill you for that shield submarine you turned into scrap?
Bill Magneto. Where is he, by the way? He's got some payback coming.
He, Doom, and Loki are on a heavily defended floating asteroid assembling what we think is a giant superweapon.
Don't these guys ever just go get a latte?
Yeah, it's clearly a super weapon. Clearly it is. There's no chance it isn't.
Toy that's
So yeah.
I call it the...
Let me guess. The Stark Jet?
How'd you know?
Stark Tower, Stark Industries, Starkland. Call it a hunch. So, where's this jet
Alright,
of
let's
yours?
just see what I can do from here.
Parked all nice and safe in Central Park.
I only got
I
like
think.
3 levels left after this.
Let us make haste.
I don't have much left
I'll
of the
be honest,
entire
my head's
game.
still
I
kinda
only have
funny from my
3
trip in the
levels in
flying
the entire
submarine.
thing.
Lady Liberty shook a few
Maybe
brain
I can
cells
finish
loose.
up like one. I know I can finish up at least 1 or 2 next video. I'm gonna save the last for the next for the video after that. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.